As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the neighborhood, Harold sat on his porch, a glass of water in hand, contemplating the journey he had embarked upon over the past year. At 62, he found himself grappling with the changes that aging had brought to his body. Once an avid runner and weightlifter, he had watched as his muscles seemed to wither away, energy levels dipped, and the mirror reflected a version of himself that felt foreign. It was a sobering realization, one that many men in their 60s face, but Harold was determined to reclaim his vitality.
The first challenge he encountered was the undeniable fact that muscle mass naturally declines with age, a process known as sarcopenia. This gradual loss of muscle can begin as early as the 30s, but it becomes more pronounced after 60. Harold knew he needed to take action, and he quickly learned that nutrition would play a pivotal role in rebuilding his strength. He began researching the essential dietary components that could support his muscle recovery and growth. Protein emerged as the cornerstone of his new nutritional strategy. Harold discovered that as men age, their bodies require more protein to stimulate muscle protein synthesis effectively. The recommended dietary allowance for protein is around 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. But for older adults, especially those engaging in resistance training, this number could soar to 1.2 to 2.0 grams per kilogram. With this in mind, Harold set a goal to consume high-quality protein sources at every meal. He started incorporating lean meats like chicken and turkey, fatty fish like salmon, eggs, and plant-based options such as lentils and chickpeas into his diet. However, Harold soon faced another challenge: the reality that his appetite had diminished. It wasn't that he didn't enjoy food. Rather, his body seemed to require less than it used to, making it difficult to meet his protein goals. To combat this, he began experimenting with protein shakes and smoothies, blending together fruits, spinach, Greek yogurt, and protein powder. This not only provided a nutrient-dense option, but also made it easier for him to consume larger amounts of protein without feeling overly full. In addition to protein, Harold learned about the importance of healthy fats. Omega-3 fatty acids, in particular, became a focus of his diet. These fats, found in fatty fish, walnuts, and flax seeds, have been shown to reduce inflammation and support muscle recovery. Harold set out to include these foods in his meals, often preparing salmon for dinner and snacking on walnuts during the day. He felt a sense of satisfaction knowing he was fueling his body with the nutrients it needed to heal and grow stronger. Carbohydrates, too, played a crucial role in Harold's nutrition plan. He discovered that while some diets demonized carbs, they were essential for providing the energy needed for his workouts. Whole grains, fruits, and vegetables became staples in his meals. He made a point to choose complex carbohydrates, which release energy slowly and help sustain his energy levels throughout the day. Oatmeal became a favorite breakfast option, topped with berries and a sprinkle of nuts, providing a balanced start to his mornings. Hydration was another key element that Harold had to prioritize. As he aged, he realized he didn't feel thirsty as often, which made it easy to overlook the importance of drinking enough water. Dehydration can lead to muscle cramps and fatigue, so he set reminders on his phone to take breaks and sip water throughout the day. He also began to enjoy herbal teas, which not only kept him hydrated, but also offered additional health benefits. With his dietary plan taking shape, Harold was eager to get back into the gym. He faced the challenge of overcoming the fear of injury, a common concern among older adults. After a long hiatus, he started with light weights and focused on proper form. He sought guidance from a personal trainer who specialized in working with seniors, ensuring that he was executing exercises safely and effectively. This support gave him the confidence to push himself while respecting his body's limits. As the weeks turned into months, Harold began to notice changes. He felt more energized, his strength was returning, and he could see the muscles in his arms and legs becoming more defined. Inspired by his progress, he sought out success stories of other men in their 60s who had transformed their health through nutrition and exercise. One story that resonated deeply with him was that of Frank, a retired engineer who had taken up weightlifting at 65 after years of a sedentary lifestyle. Frank shared how he had struggled with obesity and health issues, but had turned his life around by embracing a high-protein, low-carb diet and committing to a consistent workout routine. His journey was not just about losing weight. It was about reclaiming his life and feeling proud of his body again. Another story that inspired Harold was that of James, a former college athlete who had let himself go after retirement. At 60, he decided to make a change after a routine checkup revealed high cholesterol and prediabetes. James adopted a Mediterranean-style diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats. He combined this with regular strength training and cardio exercises, ultimately losing over 30 pounds and significantly improving his health markers. James' dedication and the results he achieved fueled Harold's motivation to stick to his own plan. As Harold continued to rebuild his muscle, he also found joy in the process. He began to connect with a community of like-minded individuals at the gym, sharing tips, recipes, and encouragement. The camaraderie was uplifting, and it reminded him that he was not alone in his journey. They celebrated each other's successes, whether it was lifting a heavier weight or simply feeling more energetic. Harold cherished these moments, recognizing that the social aspect of fitness was just as important as the physical benefits. With each passing month, Harold's transformation became more evident. He had shed the extra weight he had gained during his years of inactivity, and his muscles were becoming more toned. His confidence soared, and he found himself engaging in activities he had once thought were behind him, hiking with friends, playing catch with his grandchildren, and even signing up for a local 5K run. The thrill of crossing that finish line was exhilarating, and it was a testament to the power of nutrition and determination. Reflecting on his journey, Harold realized that rebuilding muscle after 60 was not just about lifting weights or consuming protein. It was about embracing a holistic approach to health. He learned to listen to his body, to celebrate small victories, and to appreciate the process rather than just the end result. He became an advocate for healthy aging, sharing his experiences with friends and family, encouraging them to prioritize their nutrition and fitness as they navigated the challenges of growing older. As he sat on his porch, watching the world around him, Harold felt a sense of gratitude. He had faced the daunting prospect of aging with resilience, armed with knowledge about nutrition and the importance of a balanced lifestyle. The stories of others had inspired him, and now he was ready to inspire those around him. He envisioned a future filled with vitality, strength, and the joy of living fully, regardless of age. In that moment, he understood that rebuilding muscle was not just a physical endeavor. It was a journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and the relentless pursuit of a life well lived.